Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ben with Epic Guitar Instruction. Thanks so much for checking out this lesson. And we're going to take a look at a looping approach to the Bob Marley classic, Is This Love? So we got our acoustic guitar, we got our loop per pedal, and we're just going to have some fun. So this is a great tune, and we're going to take you through an approach to kind of get a taste of some of the instrumentation from the main section of the tune through doing a little bit of percussive play, doing a little bit of bass line work, and some of the classic reggae stuff that we bring in, and just see if we can kind of adapt all this for just the acoustic guitar and the loop pedal, kind of almost create our own backing track. That's a lot of fun to jam over. So I want to start with kind of the approach to building up the track piece by piece. I built this in the loop here, and the first thing that I did was I tried to just play a basic kick and snare pattern somewhere on my guitar and then loop it. So for my approach here, what I like to do for my kick drum is I use the heel of my palm here, and I have my acoustic guitar plugged in, of course, and I find when I hit it right here, which is where the pickup is in the guitar, I get a nice low end response at that point on my guitar. This is going to be different for everybody's instrument, so you kind of just need to experiment and see where you can get a nice boomy sound that can function as a kick drum. For some people, it might even be just using the 6th string. That works really well too. So my approach to the pattern here was to get just a 4 on the floor kind of sound and get that into my looper pedal, and then play some very specific hits with the snare sound. So for my snare sound, I just knock on the guitar like so. Again, experiment with your guitar and see what works. Some people like to do that. Works really well too. So I just kind of, every guitar that I play, I do this on. I try to look for those percussive sounds and just see what works. And so when we put that together in the track, that's what we're left with, and we can start to build on that. My second idea here is to try to play a bass line on the lower end of my guitar. And so there we try to get something like that going. So let's take you through what I played here. We really want to target 3 notes here. The chord change is an F sharp minor to a D and then an A. So if you think about those as natural landing spots as this line moves around, you can kind of start to build from there. So for example here, I go down to the open string to start, and then up to the A open, and I just make a little riff out of revolving around that F sharp note for my bass line. That's a good little first riff to get down. So we'll call that piece number 1. We'll do that 2 times. Now, around my D note, I play a little slide lick here. I hit this D note 2 times, slide from the 7th fret up to the 9th, and then catch the 7th fret at the 4th string. And finally, I have this little triplet figure around the A, triplet, triplet, boom, and then you're back to the beginning. So let's take each of those 3 pieces and string them together. Okay, and finally, for the 3rd piece of my loop, I want to kind of approximate the reggae offbeat guitar style. But I do a couple of things differently here. But first, let's take you through the chords here. So we have an F sharp minor. This is 4, 2, 2, 2. We're going to grab a D chord here. What's great about this is all you have to do is add your middle finger and you're at a D chord. So not too much movement involved there. Now we're going to slide up and we're going to play A here. This is 7, 6, 5, 5. And in passing, I'm going to grab this E chord here on my way back to the beginning. So F sharp minor, D, A, and E. Now you have a couple of different choices here on how we play it. You can just play staccato reggae style, but what I think is kind of fun is to not do it with the pick and to just pluck all those. To me, it's just a little bit of a tighter sound for my technique anyways. And then building on that, what we can do is create so that's just putting before and after each little hit a little bass note with the thumb. So now when we stack that on top of the other pieces of the track, it all starts to finally fit together. So now that we have each of those 3 pieces laid into our looper, we can play them all together and see what we get. And then we've created a nice little backing track for ourselves to either play the melody of the song or just go nuts and, have a little solo pentatonic party. Hey, so if you want to jam and solo and improvise over this kind of a section or vibe, I was using F sharp minor pentatonic scales here and kind of just improvising. And to really be able to do that effectively, you want to have a good command of where each of those scales are across the neck and how to implement them. Fortunately, what we've done is we've put together a free video lesson and a coinciding ebook that will help you out with that. Really get into detail with how to utilize these scales and get you jamming to the level that you want to. To get that, all you have to do is just click on the link that you see below. Click on that link. We'll send you the free video lesson on playing pentatonically across the neck and the coinciding ebook for free from Epic Guitar Instruction. So this is kind of just a fun approach. Let's see what happens when we put it all together now. Alright, so there we have it, a looping approach for Is This Love, the Bob Marley classic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for checking it out. If you dug the lesson, please subscribe. That way we'll let you know when we bring you new lessons, when we upload them to the channel. Be sure to give us a like below, leave us a comment, all that good stuff. Thanks again so much. This is Ben for Epic Guitar Instruction, and we'll see you next time.